Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 2, Episode 20. Yes, the last episode I did was 2x14. We are jumping ahead due to watching the chronological order, in case you haven't been following, that's what I do. But yeah, so I always forget if that's the right term. I think it is, though. Either way, that's the order I'm doing, and so last time, I don't know if it matters anymore because we kind of wrapped it up a bit, but we had the whole Mandalore plot line with the Duchess Satine and all that. It was really interesting with Palpatine trying to kind of in it more than usual. With I don't know if he was the one that actually doctored the tape, but I'm sure he had a hand in it. Doctoring the tape and just trying to manipulate the people into voting to send people to Mandalore to occupy it from the Republic, which would have roused the people towards Death Watch's side, but we managed to stop that whole plot. So, very good stuff. Death Watch is still out there, though, so I don't know if we're going to be following that more or whatnot. So, yeah, let's check out what this episode's going to be like. Alright, guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. My throat's really bugging me tonight, I don't know why. Who my father was matters less than my memory of him. Uh-oh. What? What is his haircut? Hmm. Is this a clone that's dealing with male pattern baldness? I know that game. We don't see them as kids very often, or have we ever even seen them as clone kiddos? Oh. I think I messed with the new kid. Hmm. Little bully clones. Well, are we about to see them tested? Even unplanned tested? Or is Lucky the threat because he's new? I don't know. Man, that's gonna be so weird. This is what I'm gonna grow up to look like. It's gonna be such a weird thing. Hmm. Oh no. Well, okay. So something up with the kid. Hmm. It's like throwing those yellow discs in the air, or shooting them in the air and then gunning them down. Do they get to... Oh, they get to do it. Cool. Yeah. Oh. He missed. Damn, not even close. Damn. Alright. I'm not ready, I want to see more. Is Lucky gonna be, like, very skilled at it? Hmm. They're definitely not subtle about him. Oh shit. Damn. Just one shot. All those voices. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. They're really testing him. Hmm. Seemed impressed. How is he so good, though, so young, compared to everyone else? Hmm. Teaching him how to sabotage the ship. Well, alright. So who's he working for? Separatists? Boba? Wait a second. Boba Fett? Just could tell immediately. Oh, okay. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but Boba Fett is supposed to be a... He was a clone, right? I think? Kind of like Jango Fett was in the movies. Remember, guys, I'm still a Star Wars noob. I saw the movies, but only twice in my entire life. The first time was a very long time ago, and then I rewatched them somewhat recently. But it's still been some time since I rewatched them at this point. Oh. Shit. Tripwire. Oh my god. Damn, I wonder if that, like... Oh no! That was almost you. Is he still alive, or is he... I think he's a little cooked. He's well done. I guess his hair has a little gray in it. He just doesn't look that much older. I made fun of his hair. The instructor there. But it does have some gray in it and everything, so... I mean, hell, I don't have any gray hairs, yet I'm losing my hair, so... I shouldn't talk shit. Oh. Rip. You failed, buddy. He's just running off again. Damn this kid. Keep better tabs on your kids, dude. I guess they don't expect any of the kids to be doing something like this. Who wants you dead, Mace Windu? Who's this woman? Will he have time to get off, or is this a suicide mission for him? Because if the crew is in danger, wouldn't that mean he's in danger too? I mean, unless he gets in like an escape pod or something and just pieces out before it blows. No! You fool! Oh no, he's trying not to kill him. Oh shit. Well, that seemed like more like a tase, right? Yeah, he must have, whatever that lever he switched must have had it set to, like, tase or something. Well, rip the core. Although, he may have tased the guy, but he left him at ground zero. If that thing's gonna blow anyway. Yep. Oh shit! That is super not good. Damn, that's scary. Oh shit! Anakin, you crazy. Very fortunate that that random wall had a button to shut it like that. Where's the kid that they said to keep an eye on? You even said it yourself. Especially... He even said to keep an eye on that one, didn't listen? God damn it. There's a lot on his mind. There's a lot going on. I get it. I get it. The ability to underestimate a kid is just... Yeah, like... Once again, he just gets to blend right in. No one suspects a kid is the problem. No, just an easy escape for him. Why is he sabotaging the pod now? Captain goes down with his ship. Is he gonna have, like, a different rendezvous or something? Stubborn old men. I don't get that sentiment. If I have a way to survive, fuck it. Give me a new ship. I'll control that one. I don't have any pride. Alright. So a couple of them have the rings. Oh, well. That's unfortunate. Jeez. Or maybe one of the cadets. Someone think of it! I'd underestimate a kid, too. I'm being picked up by someone. I feel like I should recognize that ship, but I don't. You okay? I don't think I recognize her. Hmm. Aura. Nope. Django? Right? At least leave them in the pod to give them a chance to live. It's interesting music choice. Oh, I do feel like that's... I think that's Boba Fett's, like, ship, isn't it? So maybe when he grows up, he either gets that ship specifically or gets a different one. I think, or a different, like, one of the same kind, you know? I feel like that reminds me of his ship. Oh. No, it's gonna be Anakin. Nice. Alright. Oh, they made it. Alright. Interesting. Cool. That is it, guys, for episode 20. Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine that's Boba Fett, right? And his father, Jango Fett, I believe, was killed by Jedi. I have my Star Wars stuff somewhere in here. Star Wars. Let's see, I can't remember which movie that was in. But I know I wrote down... Yeah, Boba Fett Young Clone is what I wrote down in my notes. Episode 2. Jango Fett. Yep. Cool. Windu killed Jango. I literally have it in my notes. That's awesome. I did write it down. I don't always write stuff like that down. I didn't think I was going to, but yeah, right in my notes for episode 2. Awesome. That was really neat. I like seeing a... I wonder if I should have recognized it. I can't quite remember what Boba looked like, because we saw Boba, right? I mean, I even wrote down Boba Fett Young Clone in my notes, so I feel like we did see him. Obviously, that was live action. This is animation. It's probably pretty easy to mess up, but I wonder if he had that same hairstyle in the movie. You guys will have to let me know, because I really just can't remember what he looked like in the movie. So I wonder if it's like something where, like, when you guys saw him, did you guys, for the first time watching this, obviously, did you guys know right away that that was Boba? Or did you have to wait until they said Boba and then you had your moment like me where I was like, wait, Boba, you know? I'm curious on how people interpreted that. That's cool, though. Always interested in learning more, and I mean, hell, this episode does go really good with just having the Mandalore plot. We know that he has that sort of Mandalorian-themed armor in the future, right? So, that's a really really cool that we kind of continued on. I don't know if that's why we went, this is chronological order, so I don't know if that's why they had it at this point and why we jumped to it or whatnot, but either way, it's very neat. I wonder if any more of these episodes, because we only have, do we have even any more in the season? Let's see. Oh, wait, I didn't have to open that tab. 2x20. Yeah, so the 22 episodes before we move on to season 3. So so we have 2 more episodes this season. I wonder if they have anything to do with Boba. Do we continue on with his story at all? Or was that just kind of like a cameo for him, and then when we see him in the future, we'll know who he is this time, and it can be a more compelling story immediately. Not saying this isn't a compelling story, it was. I kept wondering if we'd recognize, now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember seeing Aura either in Clone Wars or in the 6 movies. Now, like I said, I could be wrong. I am notorious for not realizing that I've seen some of these characters before, but yeah, I don't remember seeing her. So I was curious if I'd recognize. So she's just like someone that took in this kid. Like, seems like a bounty hunter. That's the vibe I got from her anyway. And is helping this kid get his revenge. Does she have something against Mace Windu as well? Did she want him dead too? Or is she like just fulfilling a bounty? Or, I don't know. I'm curious what her deal is and what she gets out of bringing this kid to try and kill him. Like, maybe she just cares for the kid and wants him to get his revenge and stuff like that. I don't know. But anyway, it was really interesting, the idea of these young clones seeing their older selves, right? Like, because obviously they're all a little different, but like, you're still gonna grow up to look like that. So it's like, that'd be such a weird thing, wouldn't it? Of like, they're kind of idolizing what they're eventually gonna become. I can't even imagine what that feels like. Do you think it's just in their genes to not get fat, or is it because they're like trained so hard that they never put on weight? I was just thinking about it. Like, could we see just like a fat clone someday? Like one of them that just like grew up and just let himself go. He just like really loved food or something. I don't know. I was just thinking about how they all like, because I was just thinking about like if I was young and I got to see like an older version of myself of like how fat I am still. I was a thicker kid, but obviously not nearly as big as I am now. Would I have like worked out more if I could be like, is that what I'm gonna be? Like, and got in shape at a younger age rather than now, where I'm trying to. I've been going on and off diets for a while now, trying to get myself in line and everything. But it's the older I get, the harder it is. But yeah, I don't know. It just really like reeled my mind there for a moment, where I was like, man, that's got to be so weird to just see. I mean, I think it'd be weird just to be around clones, right? Just be around people that look a lot like me or exactly like me. But, I mean, I guess it's just something they get used to, especially if they're growing up at, like, that age, training and everything. They're probably just used to it at this point. But from an outside perspective, it was just like a mind-blowing concept, right? To me, anyway. So, very fascinating. And, I mean, kind of a little dark in a way, but once again, we have another clone that is going off on his own, Boba Fett. Now, I think Boba Fett was a little different, wasn't he? I could be wrong. Maybe it was just the way he was raised, rather than it being anything like, I don't know if there's anything biologically different, but yeah, we've had a few clones now that have kind of gone off and done their own thing, or became spies, or stuff like that. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, and it makes sense. So the more I see and learn about the clones, the more I hate the system that the Republic has in play. I can't remember what happens after. I guess they don't really use them anymore after Order 66, do they? Because they're on the other side after Order 66, right? I don't know what do they use after that? Do they just use like normal soldiers or something once Order 66 happens? Because I don't know. I honestly can't remember now. Because we should know, right? Because it would have been in uh that would have been in 456, right? I think we should have seen like some of the battles and what they were using to fight, which would have been post Clone Wars, I think. I don't think I wrote anything down. Man, now my mind is like, I'm all confused now. Now I just feel like an idiot, which is probably, I probably should feel like an idiot. I didn't write too much down. I mean, in 456, there's not really. I guess it makes sense because there's not really much of an order anymore, right? So there's not really much of a. It's mainly like the small groups of rebels that are fighting against the separatists and everything, right? I mean, they're not even called the separatists in 456, I don't think. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not better at remembering a lot of this stuff, like Rebel Base Destroyed. Like, yeah, I think they're just considered the rebels and they're just people, right? They don't have like a full-on military body with like a structured, organized recruiting system, right? It's just the survivors trying to survive. So I guess that makes sense. Now, in the newer media, I've only ever seen episode 7. I never saw the rest of them, the rest of the movies they've come out with. And I watched it so long ago, and it had been so long since I saw anything Star Wars before that, that I didn't even really follow what was happening in that movie, to be completely honest. And because of that, I don't necessarily remember it. So yeah, I don't think I'm crazy for not remembering them having something. It's because they didn't have something. It's because they were rebels. They were living on the fringe. They were barely, keeping themselves together. It was just people who were willing to fight back. It wasn't clones. It wasn't droids. It wasn't anything like that. So, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of you diehard Star Wars fans may be watching this and you're like, oh, this guy. But you gotta remember, I enjoy Star Wars, but I'm not like a diehard fan. Like I said, I've only seen the first 6 movies twice. Once when I was a kid, and once, like, before I started Clone Wars, but I watched these one a week, so that was, like, over 40 weeks ago, and there was a time gap between watching the movies and me starting Clone Wars, so it was probably, like, 7 or 8 months ago that I watched the movies, I want to say. Maybe even longer than that. So, like, my memory is, like, a little... getting to the point where it's starting to be, like, a little hazy for some of the more, like, minute specifics, other than just, like, the overall story and what happened, right? So, anyways, that was a really interesting episode, having Boba come in. Really cool stuff. I'm really excited to see where it goes from here and all that. So, that's gonna be it from me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want more content. You can get early access 2 episodes ahead of time right now. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.